Yeah, so this is essentially the monologue for the symbiote ship and um, how during a fight that led to Paige, but at the time Kara, coming to this Earth. So they're really leaning on that aspect of her origin. Um, that that a piece of it ended up in this Earth and was reawakened when a fisherman had found it. And it took him over, saw that Paige was still around, and basically wants to uh, assimilate back into her, or have her assimilate back into it. Um, and it's saying about how it preferred the alien physiology of when it got hooked to that alien like pirate character. Um, and so that's where he knew that this was going to be a much bigger deal. So it it found the when it got thrown into the water by the alien when he pulled it out. Uh, it found the secondary Fortress of Solitude and found Paige and that lion, and so now it's going to take over. And the most of the rest of the issue is a fight between Paige and Superman, and she's got all these weird spines coming out of her. It's coming out of her eye. Clark's very confused because she's speaking differently, but then realizes that it's not her. Um, so he starts playing back. Paige tries to stop, and it does this cool thing with the art to where she is seeing things out of just her eyes. So the art's drawn where, we see Superman coming towards her in just the eye, but then Paige is just in total darkness. And the symbiote ship is taking the form of that lion that she sat with, as it died. And it keeps cutting back in and out. She hits Superman with like the super heat vision, and just as about it looks, like that's it, and the symbiote ship's fully taking control. Her best friend Omen shows up with Streaky, um, and so Omen realizes what's going on, and her and Streaky immediately start going at Paige, where Omen goes into her mental self, um, which subdues the symbiote ship just enough for Omen to, on the outside, rip out the piece through her eye, for Streaky to burn it with his heat vision. So there's this real fun little piece of Streaky completely obliterating things. Um, she thinks Superman dusts himself off. They give Paige essentially until her eye can heal. She's wearing a bandage over her eye. She looks totally metal. Um, but she has the feeling like this isn't the last, with the way the symbiote ship shows up, this isn't the last they've seen of it. Um, because, like all Kryptonian technology, it's meant to endure. And so, as one of the Helix robots in the Caribbean fortress is trying to, prepare the lion for burial, it goes up into the lion and fully takes back control. Um, and so it ends with the lion taking like this almost human form, not human, but what's the word I'm looking for? Where it's human-like, where it's standing
Humanoid.
up on. Yeah, it gets a humanoid appearance, but also very much like technological as well. So he's kind of like a Lionborg. Like it's very weird. And then he says that he's renamed himself to Symbio, and today's the day he was born. Um, but at the same time, Superman goes to talk to Helix, and Helix has also been taken over because Superman wants Helix to look over him to make sure he's okay after all of this. Uh, so yeah, this issue basically comes down to just a fight scene between Paige and Superman, just for the symbiote ship to reveal itself as the main perpetrator in all of this. I don't know where else this book's going to go now because it kind of seems like originally the original premise seemed to be Omen and Paige in their superhero therapy type session, and this book has kind of done none of that. It's gone into Paige being her own person, which is fine. I just don't know now after, if this is just going to be constant symbioship trying to reassimilate her or what. But like it's fine. Again, streaky, vaporizing the piece of the symbioship that came out of her was a very funny touch. So, but yeah, it's fine. It's nothing as emotional as the last issue. And again, for just being a fight issue with her and Superman, I think it's okay. So yeah. So if I'm rating it, it's probably a 6.